As part of the essential learning competencies in general mathematics, let us continue to explore exponential functions, how to sketch the graph, and what are its properties. Let's consider an exponential function of the form y equals a to the x, where a is greater than 1. To understand fully exponential function of this form, let us complete the table of values, plot the points and graph the function. Example, construct a table of values for f of x equals 2 to the x, and sketch the graph of the function in the coordinate plane. The table of values for the function, f of x equals 2 to the x, shows the assigned values of x as the domain of the exponential function, and that we have to solve for the values of f of x, as the range of the exponential function. To complete the table, we have to find f of x. If x is -3, then f of x is equal to 1/8. If x is -2, then f of x is equal to 1/4. If x is -1, then f of x is equal to 1/2. If x is 0, then f of x is equal to 1. If x is 1, then f of x is equal to 2. If x is 2, then f of x is equal to 4. If x is 3, then f of x is equal to 8. From the table of values, we obtained the following set of ordered pairs, -3 and 1/8, -2 and 1/4, -1 and 1/2, 0 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 4, and 3 and 8. Then let's draw the graph of the exponential function f of x equals 2 to the x. One property of the graph is that it passes the point 0 and 1, or the graph has its y-intercept equals 1. Notice also that the graph approaches 0 as the value of x becomes smaller. From the table of values, it will never get a 0 value for y, meaning, the graph will not touch the x-axis or the line y equals 0. We shall now call this line the asymptote. We can see the trend of the graph. As it starts from the left side of the graph, notice that the graph increases from left to right. Thus, the trend of the graph of the exponential function is therefore increasing. This function is an increasing function. The domain x of an exponential function is the set of all x's, such that x is a real number. The range can be observed from the graph. The graph approaches 0 but never touches it. Let us make then 0 the boundary, or the graph is from y greater than 0 going up. Therefore the range is the set of all y's greater than 0. Let us now have the properties of the exponential function, f of x in the form y equals a to the x, that's domain as the set of all x's, such that x is an element of R, range as the set of all y's such that y is greater than 0, its y-intercept is the line y equals 1, its asymptote is the line y equals 0, trend of the graph is increasing. And for your task, draw the graph of an exponential function f of x equals a to the x, where a is greater than 0, but less than 1. Given the function f of x equals 1/2 raised to the x, construct the table of values, sketch the graph, and determine its properties. Thank you. That would be all for now, but please get ready for a short quiz. The coverage of the quiz is all about the graph and properties of exponential function indicated in this video.